great software is less about how it works and more about how it makes you feel. And for us, we really want to make our customers feel delighted. And so we're striving for that every day. I'm Mugford, co-founder of BraveNewCode. 5 years ago, when we first created WPtouch, we fell in love with mobile technology. It was our love for where mobile devices were going that was driving the passion behind the product.
The problem we were attempting to solve with WPtouch is how do you make a website look good on a device with a limited amount of screen?
You have a WordPress website and you realize that you're getting more and more mobile visitors. And what do I do? How do I make my content better? How do I serve that new audience which is growing all the time?
It started by a piece of code that Dale sent me, which basically, it was a proof of concept that would allow you to switch the look and feel of a WordPress website based on the type of device that someone was viewing on. The actual day we launched was really interesting because it was probably 1 a.m. when we put the last finishing touches on it. And at that moment we decided to have a beer, of course, and we launched it. We flipped the switch that made it live, and the idea being when we wake up and we see what happened. I think we had 6 sales overnight. And so at that point I think we felt validated that it was going to work. We were obviously really excited, and I think we had another beer for breakfast.
We never really imagined WPtouch would become what it has today. But when we started seeing the downloads go off the charts on WordPress.org, we realized, whoa, this is big. And it was starting to jump exponentially. So it was 8,000, 32,000, 110,000, 250,000. It was just growing so fast. And that's when we knew we had done something special. When we launched, it was just Duane and myself, and we took care of everything. And that's pretty typical for a small company that's launching a product and you don't know how things are going to go. As we were working on WPtouch Pro 3, we realized we wanted to bring in some fresh ideas and fresh vision. And that's when we looked at hiring Martin.
I wanted to join the team at BraveNewCode because there are some really exciting developments underway in the way that people use mobile devices. I'm really fascinated with the way that people behave, and what we've been seeing in the mobile web and research and work that's been done in that area is that behavior changes depending on where we are, the situation we're in, what device we're using, whether we're lying down, sitting up, standing up, in a queue or walking down the street. And so what we do is to consider all of that rather than just expecting that a single experience will fit everyone every time.
In order to do something great, we have to be focused on details. Every pixel, every bit of shading, every tiny nuance in the product, we have to agonize over, and we do agonize over the details.
And I always think of a Peter Jackson quote, director of Lord of the Rings. And he said, as much as I wanted to make Lord of the Rings, I made it for me. I made the movie I wanted to see in the theater. Ultimately, I think that's what we've always done. It's the product I want to use, right? When I'm on a bus and I look at a website, it's what I want to use because it makes my life easier. And absolutely, customer feedback's important, and we integrate that as well. But really, we have to execute on the vision as we see it, and that's what we've done.
Knowing that we have customers all around the world, and we've had like millions of people use our work, it's kind of a responsibility almost, like it's heavy, right? I mean, there's a lot of sleepless nights about trying to make people's lives easier, save them time.
WPtouch, the free version in the WordPress repository, it's currently past 3 million downloads worldwide. The Pro version, we're probably sitting close to 25,000 Pro customers, and they're probably scattered, I would estimate, in over 100 countries. Definitely it is a global product that's used all over the planet. In terms of the future, I try not to think too far ahead because, I mean, technology changes too fast and the world's changing. Our only plan right now is to continue doing what we've done for the past 5 years, and that's to make what we think is a great product.
What he said.